Good morning, guys and girls. It has been a long time since I've done one of these vlog style videos, so we're going to get back on that first vlog of 2020. So just try and keep things real quick. I want to make these videos more informative for you guys so that it's not only just watching me do my things, but you can actually take something away that you can use in your own life. Okay, so here's the plan. For the first 3 months, so 12 weeks of 2020, I have decided I'm going to be bulking, like hardcore bulking, and I've got a whole plan for that, which I'll show you later. And then for the next 3 months, next 12 weeks of the year, I am going to be cutting, because it's been a long time since I've done a cut, and I've definitely got a bit of extra flab that I could trim down. Okay, so we are going to start off with the bulking, so I'll post regular updates on the bulking. So basically what you can do is you can follow along if you're trying to gain some muscle or just gain a little bit of weight. You can see how I personally do it, and of course not everyone's the same, so you probably don't want to directly copy exactly what I do, but you can get some good ideas and kind of learn how to do it yourself, okay? And then the same goes for the cutting phase. If you want to cut down, I know a lot of you are looking to lose a bit of extra fat, you can follow along as I do it. I'll be posting regular video updates, and you can just follow along and do it alongside me. So enough talk, let's get on with a physique update before we start our day with the first meal. So let me try and balance the camera here, and I will show you what I'm looking like at the moment. So this is the current physique. As you can see, a little bit of extra flab that could do with some trimming. So yeah, this is my size at the moment. I am currently the heaviest I've ever been. I weighed myself and I am sitting at around 84 kilos. I've never been this heavy before, so this is a first for me. So yeah, this is the physique from the front, from the side, and again from the back. Alright, so nice quick little physique update. Nothing too crazy going on, but like I said, we want to bump up the calories, bump up the size for the next 12 weeks, and then we're going to cut all the fat back and reveal some more of that detail in the muscles. But first, breakfast. Alright, so first meal of the day is of course breakfast. If you follow along on my stories, you will know that I like to have overnight oats. So that's what we've got today. This is my very standard peak breakfast. We've got some overnight oats, which is a very carb heavy meal first thing in the morning. I like to have a good portion of slow release carbohydrates in the morning, so I have energy to go like throughout the day. However, I do understand that a lot of people, if you have something like oats in the morning, you will feel very sluggish, like very tired and lethargic for like the first half of the day. So if you're that kind of person, then I would recommend instead having a protein heavy meal and lower on the carbs, and then you can have carbs later on for like lunchtime in the day. So you can have something like eggs for breakfast instead of what I'm doing here. But you know, just you got to figure out what's best for you, what works best for your lifestyle and your body type. So these oats, what have we got in them? We've got oats, of course, 115 grams of oats. We have some milk, and then the rest of it is just like a lot of like nuts and seeds. So we've got flax seeds, chia seeds, pumpkin seeds, and sunflower seeds, as well as some homemade peanut butter that my mum made, which is just like pure peanuts, nothing extra. So we've got our healthy fats in there, we've got some healthy omega-3 fatty acids in there, and like I said, very carb heavy meal, not too much protein. So something I will do a lot of the times, I'll have a whey protein shake in like an hour or so after this breakfast, just to kind of give me my protein for the morning as well. So yeah, we're going to settle down with this. Calories and macronutrients and things will be up on the screen. And yeah, we're going to eat this, and then we'll be on to meal number 2. Oh, of course, coffee. Oh yeah, I also wanted to say that if you want to make this breakfast for yourself, I posted the recipe and like a step-by-step how-to video on my IGTV and on my Facebook. So if you're not already following me on those platforms, then go check it out, because I do post kind of more informative videos, like little short bits of content there as well. So one other thing I would say is that if you make this, and usually if I can, I would actually have some fruit in here as well, just some fresh fruit, you know, some berries or banana or something, but I didn't have any in my house at the moment, but that is something I would usually do, just not just for flavor, but also just to help increase your micronutrients, you know, bump up those vitamins so you can get a big chunk of those micronutrients done in just one meal of the day. Alright guys, so before we get on to meal number 2, we are going to be hitting a quick push workout because it's Monday, it's chest day, International Chest Day at the gym. So we're going to be doing quick 1 hour workout. We're going to try and keep my workouts to about an hour, maximum like hour and 20 minutes. And the reason for that is not because we're getting lazy, but because we want to be doing like more intense workouts. So basically getting the same amount of work done, less rest time, and just smashing it all in an hour or so, getting in and out the gym. Okay, so that's one of my goals for 2020, saving more time, getting better intense workouts in. Okay, so that's what we're going to do, quick push workout, and then I'll see you for meal number 2. Okay, so before we start with lunch, let me first explain why I'm probably looking a little bit different. So this is actually a completely different day to this morning, to the rest of this earlier video. Reason being because I filmed the whole day of eating, and then technical issues happened and I lost like everything after what you've just seen already. So I'm basically recreating my full day of eating again. So now we have that out the way. Chicken and rice. Bought some chicken and rice again. This wasn't really difficult to do, to recreate this, because I basically get this every single day. If you follow me on Facebook or more like Instagram, you will see that I'm not joking. I pretty much have this almost every day. So what we have here is 2 chicken breasts, and that's about a cup of rice. This is Hainan chicken rice, so it's flavored with stuff. I don't actually know. It tastes kind of like ginger, garlic, soy sauce, that kind of thing, I guess. And we have these little sauce sachets here. In fact, let me say a little something about these sauce sachets. So people sometimes will wonder, you know, like, what sauces should I eat? Like, does this sauce have sugar in it? Does it have salt in it? Does it have oil in it? Because I kind of talk about that. And there are some, it's pretty simple to know, even without telling what the ingredients are. So does this sauce have oil in it? Well, you can literally see the oil like in a layer on top of that. So even if you like mix it up, you can still kind of see like the little little droplets, those little blobs of oil. It's pretty straightforward to see if your food has oil in it, because oil kind of tends to stand out and separate from a lot of the rest of like the water in the food. So it's kind of obvious to tell. Apart from that, how do you tell if it has salt in it, if it has a lot of salt in it? Well, you dip your finger in it and you taste it, and well, it doesn't have to be a finger, but you taste the sauce, and if it tastes salty, then yeah, it most likely has salt in it. And the same goes for sugar. If it tastes sweet, even if it's not like a sweet syrupy sauce, if it does have a kind of like sweetness to it, there's a good chance that it has some sugar in it as well. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, so I hope that answers your question. It's just kind of a little bit of common sense. So this meal right here, I'll put the macros up somewhere on the screen. But yeah, so to break it down, we got carbs in the form of rice. So total for both of these is 2 cups of rice. We have protein, of course, in the chicken. Now this is chicken breast, so chicken breast is actually high protein and actually very low in fat. That's one of the reasons why you would choose chicken breast instead of something like a chicken thigh, which contains a lot more fat. If you want to keep it lean, go for the breast. And in terms of fats, like I said, this is just chicken and rice. However, this sauce, like we previously mentioned, does contain a fair amount of oil there, so that is actually going to be the fats for this meal. So yeah, we're going to pour that sauce on top. That's going to be lunch. You've seen the macros, the calories, and all of that. But yeah, that's basically meal number 2. So I'm going to eat this because I'm starving, and we'll see you at the next food time. Alright, so for my next meal, it will usually either be a cup of coffee between lunch and dinner. And no, the coffee isn't the meal. I have a cup of coffee and I'll have that with like some kind of protein snack, so either a protein bar, a protein cookie, or like any other kind of like little protein flavored snack. Yeah, so I'll have that with a cup of coffee between lunch and dinner while I'm doing some work at home. But today, the other option is a little bit later, so I will be having this shake instead. This is just a whey protein shake. I am using, I'll show you, Synth6 here by BSN. Delicious tasting protein. My first time trying this chocolate peanut butter flavor, and it's pretty dang good, to be honest. So I'm having this with coconut milk at the moment. It'll be regular milk or coconut milk. The milk, apart from making it taste better, just helps to add a few calories, so every little bit helps, right? So it's 200 mils of milk, extra calories from that. And actually, one thing to note as well is that the Synth6 I'm using, you can get a lot of whey proteins or isolates that are like high protein, but they're very low in calorie, low in carbs, low in fats. This one, because I am bulking, is actually higher in calories. It's 200 calories for one serving, and it does contain more carbs and a bit more fats than your usual protein, like whey protein shakes will contain. That's good for me for 2 reasons. 1, because it means it tastes better, and 2, simply because it adds in the extra calories and extra carbs and helps me reach my bulking goal for the day. If I was cutting, this might not be the first option. You might want to use a leaner source of protein with less calories, but since I'm trying to gain as much as possible, you know, like I said, every little helps. So that will be what I'll have. It'll be like snack time between lunch and dinner. Next meal will be dinner. Okay, so last meal of the day, after dinner, before bed, I will usually basically fill up the rest of my calories with this. This is a mass shake, so at the moment I'm using Serious Mass by Optimum Nutrition. I do change it up a bit. I'm not like married to this brand exactly, but I like to change it up, try different flavors, see what the different brands are like, and yeah, just test things out. So at the moment we've got chocolate peanut butter flavor by Serious Mass. It's pretty good, I've got to say. And actually one serving is 1,200 calories, which is actually 2 scoops of powder. This is 1 scoop of powder, so they're pretty big scoops. So what I'll do, obviously you can't fit 2 scoops in here. What I'll do is I will have 1 scoop, blend it up with, again, some milk usually, or water depending on my calories. If I need the extra calories, I will have it with milk. If I don't need the extra calories, I'll just have it with water. Okay, so I have this, which will be about 600 to 700 calories. I'll drink this now, and then I will take another scoop, make another shake, and I'll have the other half of it with the cereal. I'll take that up to bed, and basically just kind of had that, like chill in the evening, have the rest of the shake, have the cereal, and that will finish off my calories for the day. So you'll see how it tallies up in the end, and I know you're thinking it's a lot of carbs and a lot of calories to have before bed. That is true, but really, honestly, the timing doesn't make the world of difference. Like, if I was to eat the same amount of calories earlier in the day, like, the reason I have it now is because I'm not that hungry earlier in the day. If I was to try and have all of this in the daytime, I would be full for the rest of the day, and I wouldn't be able to eat my lunch and my dinner. So this is why I save this shake for the evening, because it's a convenient, easy way to get in a high amount of calories, and it's kind of just like a little bedtime dessert. So anyways, yeah, that's gonna basically sum it up for this entire day of eating video. Sorry if there's a lot of talking, but I tried to make it as informative as possible. Stay tuned for next week's video, where I'll kind of break down my entire bulking plan for the next 12 weeks. And if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on the future videos that we have up and coming. Leave me a like if you enjoyed this and you learned something, and I'll see you next time. Peace.